What are you doing, dude?
What
Stop.
do you mean,
what
am
are
I
you doing?
You said we're doing the piston guns today.
Piston.
Yeah, like these are all piston guns now.
This is not a... You peed on them.
Well,
this
yeah,
piston-driven.
it's pissed in now. You're welcome.
I hate you so much.
Why?
In the world of AR-15s, piston-driven systems have taken the world by storm because now that they are more commercially available, more people are running suppressors on their firearms, and more people are getting lazy and not wanting to clean them. They're looking to buy some sort of piston-driven system and also get all that sweet, sweet online internet clout. Well, today, I know what you guys are thinking. Which one do I need to buy? And hopefully we can help you with that question because we have a bunch of piston-driven ARs today. I've got a ACR right here. This is a full-length ACR. We've got a smaller ACR as well that we're going to be comparing. We're going to check out the PSA JAKL, the $1,300 offering from Palmetto State Armory, and then we're going to check out, yes, a piston-driven AK. I know, I'm not a fan either, but we're going to try it today. I have a SCAR-16 as well that we're going to look at, and then we're obviously going to check out the HK416, a classic staple in the piston-driven AR segment. And then in addition to that, we're going to check out the Colt 69-420P. You can quote me on that, that's what it's called. And today, guys, I'm going to hopefully tell you which piston-driven AR or system is the best one for you. Let's get into it.
Okay, to start this all off, we obviously took all of the guns, all 7 of them, and we were like, well, this video is going to be 10 hours long, and so we need to narrow it down. So what we did was we shot a whole bunch of bill drills, a whole bunch of 6-shot bill drills, and it wasn't just us because that's not a very fair sample size. We did it with 4 of us, and out of those bill drills, we saw which ones shot the best and which ones would come out on top. And obviously our top performers are the ones that also happen to have the most clout because they have the most clout because they're the best. And today we're gonna run a 3R3 now with the PSA JAKL, with the H&K 416 because it's beefy. We're gonna run it with the ACR, and then we're gonna run it with the SCAR-16, and we're gonna see which one performs the best for our 3-shot grouping. Out of all of them, we were all in a unanimous consensus almost that the, I say almost, we were, all 4 of us agree this. The PSA JAKL actually recoils the least out of all of them, and it's the most controllable. So I will be starting off today with the PSA JAKL, and we're gonna run 3R3s. I'm gonna put 3 shots on the target, actually care about A zone, C zone, all that fun stuff, and then 3 shots on the steel, and hopefully make it go ting ting ting, because that's a cool thing. All right, and yeah, let's get into it.
Shooter ready. Total time 550. 691. I only picked up 5, but I got a 642. 959. Okay, this one makes me feel special, so I'm gonna start with the 416. And same drill Joe was running here.
Well, we only picked up 3 shots. First time 409 with a total time of 446. So we got a first shot of 0.95, total time of 802 with a split of 0.24, and we picked up all 6 shots.
SCAR-16. These just give me like Modern Warfare 2 vibes.
Got all 6 shots again. First time 0.81, total time 577 with a split of 0.2.
It shot softer, which made me do worse, surprisingly.
I had that too. But a first time of 1.26 with a total time 568, split of 0.35, and all 6 shots.
All right, guys, we ran the guns. We we ran the guns. We
They're
did
hot and dirty.
multiple drills. They're hot, they're dirty.
They
We
need some
figured
lube
out
now.
which ones would malfunction. One thing I think worth noting with these newer piston guns, it's important to keep them lubricated. You will get, not really like freeze, like it doesn't lock up to the point where it doesn't work, but the charging handle becomes really stiff if you don't lubricate it.
Some gas venting up
There's
there.
a lot of gas vented up there, and so it gets stiff. If you're weak, you can't rack it, but if you're pretty tough, you can rack it. It's worth noting that it gets stiff because we only have a few, we have probably 1,500 rounds on this rifle now, maybe 1,500.
Yeah.
We did 1,000 in the last 2 weeks, so yeah, and we ran the ACR, we ran the SCAR, and we ran the HK416, and this is the question that I'm sure you guys are here to have answered, and that is, which one do I spend my hard-earned royalty check on? And first of all, we were not paid to make this video. Palmetto State Armory is not paying us. Bushmaster's obviously not paying us.
We borrowed these from a cool guy that we know.
Borrowed these. There's bugs flying around me that are just all over my hair right now, and I don't want to swing this rifle around to point at anyone, but it's really bothering me. There's a whole bunch of flies. So let's talk about it. The HK416 and the JAKL performed the best on our shooting tests. They feel the best to shoot. They're the lightest recoiling firearms. And then I'm sure you're wondering why the ACR is still in the shot. Well, when we had the ACR on its suppressed setting with the 7.62 can that we have on it, it malfunctioned on every first round, virtually. So it didn't matter what ammo we're using. We're actually using 5.56 defensive ammo from Winchester, so we're using like
WCC Winchester green tip.
WCC, like green tip, good ammo today. And we used that for the entirety of the test. So it was pretty consistent malfunctioning. We had to turn it to unsuppressed to get it to cycle, and now it kicks pretty hard. That being said, it shoots great. It just kicks kind of hard.
Very fun.
Very fun. It's a harder recoiling gun than these ones, and they don't make it anymore, and it's like about $4,000. So that's why we're not recommending the ACR. We're not having that one come out on top. The HK416 also performed really well. It's a light shooting gun. Hopefully the wind is not killing my microphone right now. Let me make sure I'm holding it like this so that it doesn't, maybe. And yeah, the HK416 also shot really, really well. They are making these still. They're very expensive. They get the military contracts.
They get all of them.
That being said, it's also like $4,000. So
maybe even 5.
Maybe even 5. You're spending like $4,000 or $5,000 on this. And then there's the PSA JAKL, which we did a review on if you guys didn't already see that. And I would note we had malfunctions with both the ACR and the HK416. The HK416 is non-adjustable on the gas setting, so we had a pretty consistent ratio of double feeds.
To be
the owner
fair,
told us that it does only like a certain type of magazine too.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't think it's a gas issue, which we're pretty sure it's a spring issue, so we just swapped that buffer spring out and it should be good to go.
However, it doesn't like some magazines. We've been told that, so
yeah.
Pretty consistent malfunctions. I can't give it the top spot. I just can't do it, especially for the price. So,
especially for $5,000.
Ironically enough, the one that we have problems with that I'm holding with the glove because it's too hot for me to hold with my hand is the $1,300 PSA
Super
JAKL.
hot fire.
It shoots so soft, especially once we put the can on it and adjusted the gas for the can. Wow.
Very, very smooth.
All of us agree that this one shoots the smoothest out of all of them. It's a 13.7. It's got a can on it. It shoots great. The overheating issue is a serious issue. So if you plan to use this for defense, just I guess you're gonna have to add gloves to your kit.
Some type of rail wrap on.
It's
maybe
gonna get really hot, really, really hot. And to me, that would be a deal breaker, except for the other guns malfunctioned, and this is $1,300. So you could buy 2 of these or 3 of these for the price of one of these. So say you're in a firefight and you've saved, you know, $4,000 because you bought one of these. You could actually have 3 more. So this one gets hot, throw it away. Throw it in the freezer while it cools down. Grab your other one that you have because you have so much extra money since you didn't buy one of these, and shoot that one until it gets hot, and then throw that one away. Get this other one that you have because, again, you save so much money by not buying one of these. And yeah, you could buy 3 JAKLs for the price of one of those, and that alone to me makes the JAKL win.
And not only that, that's actually sitting on a mil-spec blower with just a little buffer to stock conversion thing. So if you've got some mil-spec blowers that you're not doing anything with, you can go buy the upper and the conversion kit from Palmetto for like $900, and then you can make JAKL at home.
Yeah, and something we'd like to see, we're gonna wrap this up real fast. Again, you guys are the ones that support this channel, and obviously the gentleman who brought us all these firearms today, who was definitely in the video but will not be named because we want to keep his identity a secret. He definitely brought us all those guns. But you guys support the channel. Trevor, obviously, we know you support the channel.
Love you, buddy.
And if you guys want to buy merchandise, you want to buy coffee to support us, that'd be great. But we'd like to see from Palmetto a version 2 of the JAKL. That'd be really cool. It'd be really nice if they would upgrade people with the version 1.
Yeah, it'd be really cool if that handguard wasn't touching like the gas block, because that's where all the
so
heat's coming
close
from.
to the gas block that it's causing it to overheat, and then these vents again are just way too small. So we're gonna hammer in on that issue because again, I have to wear a glove if I'm gonna shoot this, especially if I'm gonna use it for a combat scenario.
It's toasty.
Which, in my humblest of opinions, is kind of not forgivable. It shoots fantastic. It's so close to being the perfect firearm, and then they made it touch the gas block. And that's just because I was saying this to HR here on the way there. Palmetto is a bunch of gun enthusiasts, not so much gun manufacturers, and they're kind of new to the game.
Very large scale manufacturing, so
when they made this,
they crank stuff out,
they
and
were
sometimes
like,
it has issues.
Vents are cool, right? They shot it at the range and it performed great on the range, I'm sure. And then you get into real world testing where you're using multiple magazines, you're actually burning these things down, and lo and behold, the handguard's too hot to touch. Well, this could have been fixed way pre-release by literally adding just like a millimeter more of spacing at the top. That's it. So that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully, if you're thinking of buying a piston-driven AR system, this helped. Because this video,
hopefully you're not a poor if you're trying to
so
pick one
much
out as
money
well, because
for us
that's a
to
big
make. So
deciding factor
be
here.
ready to spend the money. $1,300 again. That's it. Like, this is my go-to. I love this. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. And as always, guys, you're watching Disney Channel.
Ka-chow.
Move my body back and forth.